What up, people? Welcome to a special heel turn edition of the Salty Thoughts of Mike Steph podcast, featuring the one and only Mike Steph, best in the world at what he does. I'm back to give y'all my recap, my thoughts, my review of WrestleMania Night 2, or as WWE calls it, WrestleMania Sunday. Night 2 was an improvement over Night 1, because Night 1 was an abomination. The whole night sucked up until the main event, the triple threat main event, the big angle at the end of the main event. Night 2 was the total opposite. Night 2 started out great with the triple threat. And it progressively went downhill until it became roadkill at the main event. So I'm trying to figure out which way am I going to start? Am I going to start with the positives or I'm going to start with the negatives? I think last episode, Night 1, I started with the positives and went to the negatives. So just to bring balance to these two nights, I'm going to start with the negatives and then make my way to the positives. Unfortunately, negativity brings more attention. Negativity brings more listen. Negativity brings more views. The main event. Cody Rhodes defended his WWE undisputed title against John Cena, the newly turned heel John Cena. John Cena in his last and his final WrestleMania ever, according to him, because this is his retirement tour. The last time is now. And he was also going for breaking the record of his 17th world title victory. He's been tied with Ric Flair, fictionally, at 16 for, almost a decade. So that was some of the backstory. But the main backstory of this match, it started at Elimination Chamber when John Cena won the Elimination Chamber by defeating the straight edge savior, the best in the world, CM Punk, to become the number one contender for the championship and hitch his ride to the WrestleMania main event against Cody Rhodes. The Rock came out because The Rock, at a couple weeks prior, had laid out this elaborate plan of Cody Rhodes becoming his champion, Cody Rhodes becoming his brother, Cody Rhodes selling his soul to The Rock and Travis Scott, who I'll get to in very few minutes. And he gave Cody Rhodes until the Elimination Chamber to give him his answer, whether or not he was going to sell his soul to The Rock, because The Rock explicitly said, "I want your soul." Cody Rhodes answered, said, nah, Rock, you know what? Go fuck yourself. John Cena was in the ring. John Cena was cheering him on. John Cena gave him a hug, and then his face just went blank as The Rock said, off with his head, and Cena looked at him, kicked him in the nuts, and proceeded to pulverize Cody Rhodes. Now, I've said all in the lead up, this build was all wrong. First of all, there was no Rock for the 6-week build. Matter of fact, from jump, The Rock was nowhere to be found. John Cena didn't show up until the 3rd week after the turn. When he did show up, Cody Rhodes went into the ring to talk. It should have been on mother effing sight. You bloodied me left me in a pool of my own blood. Your crony, Travis Scott, took liberties on me, left me with a black eye. And I'm out here talking, I'm out here verbally jousting. Supposedly, progressively, every week got better. No, progressively, every week got worse, to tell you the truth. Everything was just set up. Then they had that epic third week promo when they went back and forth. Okay, whoopie damn do. Still, I'm not talking to you. Real life shit. I'm not talking to you. It's on site. That was the problem with this whole fucking build to begin with. In both this match and the Jane Gunther. A heinous deed was happened to the babyface. The babyface want to chop it up with the heel. The fuck out of here. Listen. For those who don't know, I was born and raised in Brooklyn. I reside in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Born in Brevoort, Bed-Stuy. Something happened to us like that. It's on site. Even at a certain age, it's on site. I'm not chopping it up with you after you done fucked me up, fucked my relatives up, fucked my brother up. It's not gonna happen. And I swear, I told myself I wasn't gonna curse, but F it. At this point in time, F it. So, that's primarily the build. This match, John Cena comes out, all black everything, for his Titantron, the whole nine. Stoic. Crowd is, John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks! Which the crowd, and whatever. You know what? I'm not even gonna blame the crowd because the crowd did exactly what they were, quote unquote, trained to do. Cody Rhodes comes out to this elaborate entrance, which actually just, in layman terms and kayfabe terms and storyline terms, proves John Cena right about everything he said about Cody Rhodes. The elaborate entrance, the colors, Mr. Americana, Mr. Face of the Company, as my brother Brad Winchester from Gimmick Infringement said. What he said? A neck tattooed Iron Man? No, neck tattooed Tony Starks with the, yeah, Iron Man. Okay. The match itself sucked. They were going for this slow, epic pace. No, it sucked. Because everybody knows John Cena can't go no more. Everybody knows John Cena can't go no more. I'm looking at the time, I'm like, okay, looks like we're gonna hit the end mark before the 4-hour mark because this motherfucker can't go 45 minutes. Which is probably a blessing. They went 25. John Cena acted like he forgot how to kick. It had been so long since we saw John Cena wrestle as a heel. Supposedly, you would think that wrestling as a heel would hide some of his shortcomings, right? No, it just exposed him. You know, he's still out there calling out spots, verbally, visually. And at first I was like, why is he leading the match? But I forgot the heels lead the match. Even though when he was a face, he was leading the match. He's point blank, the match sucks, right? Wrestling wise, the match sucks. We're gonna get to the end because I'm drawing this shit out for no fucking reason. So the prerequisite ref bump happens, and everybody, you can see everybody in the background turn, get up, look toward the aisle. Everybody's like, The Rock coming. Somebody's coming, especially based on last year's main event where you had cameo after cameo after cameo after cameo. We're figuring, all right, this is the start, right? Travis Scott, this cocksucker comes out with his hardcore belt. What the fuck makes him hardcore? Huh? Does he do hardcore drugs? Does he smoke some hardcore weed? Does he live that hardcore life? What makes him hardcore? Anyway, so he comes out with that damn theme song that if I hear it again, I swear, even though I swear I will make a diss song just to that beat. Fiend. Yeah, this fiend motherfucker comes out to the aisle. So everybody's thinking, all right, Travis Scott's here, The Rock is here, right? Wrong. Travis Scott comes down the aisle by himself. Meanwhile, the ref has been knocked out for like 4 minutes. Not a move. Not a motion. Cody Rhodes. Not a move. Not a motion. John Cena gets this look on his face like, yes! Travis Scott, yeah! Everybody's still looking for The Rock. Travis Scott gets into the ring and causes the distraction, pulls the referee out the ring with the, for the 3 count. And he's getting in, and then Cody comes up and he gives him a chorus roll. No. I know it's all about being professional, but nah, he should at least got a fucking slap in the face or something. You're not gonna bust my eardrum, shoot, and I'm gonna give you a crossroads, a wrestling finisher that you practiced probably for the last week and a half, 2 months, what have you? So right then and there, I'm looking like, yo, Cody looks straight up ass. Cody looks straight up ass right now. Okay. So, gets Travis Scott out. Then he turns around and John Cena rushes him with the belt. And they tussle back and forth with the belt. And Cody Rhodes ends up with the belt. And John Cena, he begs off, please, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. And you know what this American Nightmare did? He listened to John Cena. He didn't do it. He wanted to do it the right way, which I get. But ain't nothing. You wouldn't have been. You thought you were gonna prove him right if you took the belt from him that he was trying to hit you? And no, I'm going to be an upstanding citizen. No, you're an upstanding fool. So of course he puts the belt away, and guess what? He ends up getting hit in the nuts once again by John Cena. Kicked in the nuts by John Cena. John Cena picks up the belt. He waffles Cody with the belt. 1, 2, 3. I swear, they should have just played the theme song. Fiend. John Cena wins his 17th title. And on this historic, what's really grinding my gears for this historic 17th championship? The fact that in the history books, John Cena won. Okay, yeah, I know. Win and loss is the only thing that matters. But for those who delve deeper, okay, he won via interference, or with some interference, but not The Rock, not another wrestler, but by Travis Scott. So, is Travis Scott the mastermind of this whole plot to undermine Cody Rhodes? Now, that's what happened. Here's my thoughts, my salty thoughts, if you will. Something happened. Okay, The Rock, persona non grata, maybe it was a falling out, something. Maybe The Rock was like, you know what, Paul? You know better? Matter of fact, do you. See how this shit happens. I mean, I already started, but matter of fact, fix the shit. Do you. Or, and maybe I'm thinking too Machiavellian, but, or maybe this might have been a way just to undermine Cody Rhodes. Straight up. Rock wanted Cody Rhodes to turn heel. Legitimately. Cody Rhodes turned him down. The Rock was like, okay, then we'll go to plan B. Maybe the plan B is like, you know what, how dare you tell me? I'm a board member. I'm the head of the board at TKO. How dare you tell me no? Motherfucker, I told you I want you to turn heel. Okay, fine. Stay face. Guess what? We're going to make it so you look like an absolute fool. And you're going to have no choice but to turn heel. Oh, you thought the shit that happened at AEW was bad. Guess what? I'm going to make it doubly worse. Because I have all the resources. I personally think that happened. John Cena, I'm not saying he was down with the plot, but John Cena, you really think John Cena really, really gives a fuck about the fans? And before anybody to come and say, well, you know this is not real. Yes, I know it's not real. Trust and believe. WWE spent the last 7 to 10 days letting the whole fucking community know, yeah, by the way, none of this shit that you see is real. But you think John Cena really cares? There was a telling remark in the press conference by Paul Levesque that said, well, you know, somebody asked John Cena, well, you know, we haven't seen you smile since you turned. When are you going to smile? And Paul Levesque said, you know, I heard that question, and I think John Cena might not be smiling on the outside, but I think he's smiling on the inside. Maybe in the past, John Cena always had a smile on the outside, but inside he was the curmudgeon the grouchiness that he's showing now, which I think was ripping on the square. Everything about John Cena that we've known publicly, quote unquote, real life, leads itself to say that John Cena's a piece of shit. John Cena is an arrogant piece of shit. John Cena, if this person asked me if I'm leaving, okay, I was getting ready to say, John Cena is eccentric. John Cena is anal, retentive. John Cena cares about John Cena. Period. So he came back for this elaborate retirement tour. He wanted to turn heel. They wanted him to do it at WrestleMania. He wanted to do it earlier. They're giving him carte blanche because this is last year. And plus, John Cena was a Vince guy. John Cena is blessing us with his presence. So John Cena's going to do what, and his whole gimmick is ruining professional wrestling. Yeah, I'm tuning in tomorrow on Monday Night Raw when I start to ruin professional wrestling. Yeah, well, you know what? Truth be told, John Cena ruined professional wrestling for a lot of people during his decade of terror. I swear. This was a horrible main event, both story-wise, because you never had no payoff. The Rock didn't show up. There was no mention of The Rock. There's nothing. So pretty much what we're led to believe is Travis Scott is the mastermind of all this. Okay, fine. You know, I mean, shoot, why isn't he? He got the theme song of WrestleMania. He got the theme song of Raw. He been in the two biggest angles, quote unquote, this year at WWE: the heel turn of John Cena, the rejection of The Rock, and John Cena winning number 17. All surrounded by Travis Scott. Great. That just icing on the cake. Great. Perfect. Now for the positives. I'm not going down the list and giving intricate reviews of all the matches, but the beginning of the event, beginning of night 2, the triple threat the triple threat match for the Women's World Championship with Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley was amazing. Just as everybody knew it was going to be. These three have great, unbelievable chemistry with each other. The one thing I would say personally, the match, I have, tell you the truth, 5-star match. 5-star match. 5 salt shakers, if you will. Io Sky came in champion, left champion, which I get. I totally get it. Makes sense. You're not going to put it on her just for her to lose. And especially with the build, being the fact that she was the third wheel, supposedly, she had to win. Or her credibility is done. I get that. Why is the crowd turning against Bianca? What did Bianca ever do? Bianca is the one that earned her way into the match. She won the Elimination Chamber. Right? Did Rhea Ripley win anything to get this match? No. No, not at all. Not at all. She cried, bitched, and moaned that she was going, because she lost the championship. She lost the opportunity to go into WrestleMania. Am I correct? Yes, I am. But yet, Rhea Ripley was the one who got the superstar. Well, matter of fact, she got the enter last. She got the last entry. Okay, fine. But why is she being treated as the face? And everything she said out her mouth in all the interviews, or the lead up, or the build has been a bold-faced lie. You fucked up. But because Bianca is standing up for herself, she's the heel. Now you can see the frustration throughout the match with Bianca, and she was consistently telling the crowd, "You can kiss my ass. You can kiss my black ass. Fuck y'all." When I say be careful what y'all ask for, everybody's like, well, it's time for Bianca to take a chance. Everybody's getting tired of the same old act with Bianca. Maybe Bianca needs to turn heel. Y'all must have forgot. Also, I get the outcome because at the end of the day, Bianca is a SmackDown wrestler. Not like the brands matter, but Bianca's a SmackDown wrestler, and Io and Rhea for Raw. So, of course, they have Bianca take the fall, get rid of the streak, which I'm not happy about, because there can only be one. There can only be one. I get it. Storyline based, because okay, after this match, Bianca goes back. Io and Rhea go on. It's almost like that scene from Paid in Full, when Ace go to the Connect after he found Lulu dead, and he got the diamonds, and he brought the diamonds to the Connect. It was like, yo, Lulu not here. Figured me and you go forward. I get it. Rhea lost the championship and then effectively did not win the rematch. So for her to lose again, I get. So as much as I'm dismayed with Rhea losing, I get. I mean, yeah, dismayed with Bianca losing, I get. But 5 stars, 5 soul shakers, and we're off to a rousing start. We have Drew McIntyre versus Damien Priest. Sin City street fight. Pretty good. Drew McIntyre won as he should. The Street King. I swear they're getting ridiculous with these nicknames. The Street King. Homoerotic Undertaker. What street? The streets of Hell Kitchen? You're a double for Daredevil? I always consider myself to be the Matt Murdock of rap. But neither here nor there. Pretty good match. Person, Drew, he won over. Then we had the 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, Bron Breakker, Penta. We have a new Intercontinental Champion, folks. And his name is Dirty Dom Mysterio. And tell you the truth, when I saw the ending in which Finn cost him an opportunity to win the match, and then all he did was repay Finn for what he did, but this time his repayment gained him the championship. And I was legitimately happy for Dom Mysterio. Now, what's this gonna happen? What's this gonna go with? What's this gonna do with the Judgment Day? I don't know. Do they kick Dom out because now Dom is the only one that has championship gold? Or do they kick Finn out because Finn has just been so slimy since forever? I wonder if they're going to call back to remember when Liv was trying to infiltrate the Judgment Day and he gave Dom, she gave Dom the hotel key and Finn kept the hotel key. I wonder if we got a swerve coming up this month, tonight. I wonder if Dom is the one who gets his heart broken and no more chicken tendies. I personally think this would be the wrong decision because I think Dom is a character that we love to hate. We do not want to cheer him because y'all say he should be cheered. We want to cheer him based on the work, based on the character work that he does. So it's going to be interesting to see which way they lean based on the outcomes of night 2 concerning the Judgment Day. Now, AJ Styles, Logan Paul won. Okay. Yeah. AJ Styles went to do things the right way after not falling to the temptation of Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross tried to, helped him from not getting beat up with the brass knucks, and then threw the brass knucks, and then end up getting knocked out. Just straight up, clean win. I'm sorry. I know AJ Styles is a legend. I'm just not. I really don't care. I really don't care. I don't know. It's like that time he took off prior to last year. I don't know if it was injury related or something. I'm not talking about with the ankle. But yeah, he came back and I was just like, okay. Matter of fact, I think it was with the ankle when he came back looking like the Ultimate Warrior. It was like, okay, whatever. I mean, shoot, he was the challenger for Cody Rhodes championship twice in like a placeholder feud. I mean, he did his work, but it's just like whatever. And Logan Paul is just, he's unbearable. He's unbearable, and not in a wrestling sort of way. It's just like, I'm tired of this dude. And I swear, if he becomes world champion anytime soon, I mean, to tell you the truth, the way the company's leading, it would not surprise me. But now, the last match that I have to talk about is the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match between the Judgment Day combo of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and surprise partner Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch and Lyra, they won the championship. Lyra is now 2 belts Lyra 2 belts. She's the Intercontinental Champion and the WWE Tag Team Champion, Women's Tag Team Champion. Bayley was written out for this. And I tell you the truth, I find it hard to believe that this is the angle that Becky greenlighted. Like, you know what would be great for me to return? I think I should return at WrestleMania and team up with a close friend of mine to become the World Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania. Tell you the truth, I mean, now that I said it out loud, that might have been what happened. Like, no, I don't want to fight him. I don't know. Like, will this lead up to a heel turn by Bayley? Because we don't know who exactly attacked Bayley. And will she go out for revenge? Because right now, Lyra needs a challenger for the Intercontinental Championship. But at least she was on WrestleMania. You know who was not on WrestleMania? Bayley. But champion-wise, you know who else was not on WrestleMania that richly deserved to be on WrestleMania due to the character work, due to all the work she's put in to make her championship viable, her championship popular, her character resonate? Chelsea Green. I'm sorry. I truly believe that Chelsea Green, through the work that she's done over the last over the last year, and being the first and longest reigning WWE Women's United States Champion, her and the Secret Service should have had a pristine place on WrestleMania. The Slagents should have had a spot on WrestleMania. Either a six-man tag, something. But no, she got relegated just like the Street Profit got relegated, just like Carmella Hayes got relegated to WrestleMania SmackDown. But no, Chelsea Green really, to me, kind of got the short drift. But, you know, and of course, Paul, concerning Bayley, Paul was like, listen, Bayley's a consummate pro. Don't worry about Bayley. Bayley's okay. You know, she's going to be all right. You know. Okay. Maybe because Bayley is a consummate pro, this did not blow up in your face. That doesn't mean the two things can't be the same. Of, yeah, she's a consummate pro and y'all fucked her over. This is the second year, and I said it prior, and I'll say it again. This is the second year in a row y'all screwed Bayley over. Why? Because she doesn't have the star power of Becky Lynch. Okay, and this is no shade on Becky. Like, I get it. Like, you got stroke, use it. You got star power, okay, fine. You're going to present me in the way that my star power determines that I need to be presented. But two things could have been correct. Like, all right, matter of fact, how about this? You could have had, okay, did Liv Morgan deserve to be on WrestleMania? Yes. But just on top of my head, you could have had, okay, let's say you could have had Becky and Lyra for the Intercontinental Championship, right? Could have had an open challenge. Becky answered the open challenge against her close friend. Lyra's in such a shock, and they end up having a banger of a match. You could have had Bayley win a gauntlet match to get Chelsea on the main screen, on the main stage, and they could have had a banger of a match. Or too many women? Too many women, you say? I'm just asking. I mean, yeah, you found a way to get the War Raiders on. I don't know. Listen, shoot, at this point in time, it is what it is. But I will be back tomorrow with probably my last installment of these special heel turn editions of the Salty Thoughts of Mike Steph podcast. one reason, I mean, people are probably like, yo, what happened to all the graphics? You know, why is everything in the car studio lately? Well, two things. One, I'm protesting. I'm protesting against Spotify. They would not get my luscious audio on their airwaves anytime soon. Number two, I'm actually kind of protesting against StreamYard, because if StreamYard knew how to fucking act, then maybe I'll be on StreamYard a little bit more. But because they're all about the money. And I've actually grown accustomed to giving y'all this simply dashing face, this simply ravishing body, and pure 4K Steph. I say, you know what? The audio is better. And the vision and the video is better in my car studio. I mean, shoot. Do y'all need all the glitz and glamour? Listen, soon come, soon come. But until we get that update, I think this is the way to go. Plus, tell you the truth, my time is limited. So, you know, I could pod and drive at the same time. Unlike Stone Cold, who rammed his ATV into the barricade and shook somebody up. At least he didn't drink and drive. But I think Stone Cold was 2 sheets in the wind the whole weekend. I don't know. But yeah. So tomorrow will be my next edition of Heel Turn by Mike Steph. And I will be detailing the aftermath of WrestleMania and the aftermath of whatever they decide to present us on Monday Night Raw tonight on Netflix. We have Seth Rollins supposed to be coming out. Well, he should be coming out. At least Paul should be having some type of explanation. And John Cena already said that he's going to come out and ruin professional wrestling. C'est la vie. So, until tomorrow.